Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us, whether you're watching or listening on our podcast show. And you are here listening to our legal insights with our legal expert, Trent Cotney, the CEO of Cotney Attorneys and Consultants. Trent, thank you so much for joining me.
Jill, it's always a pleasure.
Well, today is Friday, December 3rd, and there's been a ton of activity and just happening this week with the ETS and COVID mandates. And I just wanted to take a quick minute and have you just give us an update. What do we need to know?
So you're right, a lot's happened. This is moving rapidly, and it's not just with the ETS. On November 29th, a district court out of Missouri issued a preliminary stay or a preliminary injunction against the enforcement of vaccine mandates as it related to healthcare workers. Then on the next day, November 30th, a district court, federal court out of Louisiana issued an injunction that related to CMS, which was the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, their vaccine mandate. Okay, and then on that same day, November 30th, a district court judge, federal judge again out of Kentucky, issued an injunction as it relates to the federal contractor vaccine mandate. Okay, so you're already starting to see a significant amount of legal challenges on every single aspect of anything that has to do with vaccines or these COVID-19 type regulations. Now, as it relates to the ETS in particular, okay, they're still in the process of receiving briefs. A variety of briefs have been filed by the parties to the cases, as well as what they call friends of the court that have also filed briefs. I anticipate that we should hear something next week. I would, the deadline for replies and other things to occur will be the 6th. And then I think, as I understand it, the court will start the process of determining what the next steps are. So given the emergency nature of the ETS, I would be surprised if we don't hear something next week, but I would definitely say within the next couple of weeks, we're going to know where the Sixth Circuit stands. After that, then it'll go up to the U.S. Supreme Court. So just a reminder to our listeners, while this thing is in litigation, while we're during the appellate process, OSHA has said that it will not implement, enforce, or move forward with any aspect of the ETS. So that first deadline of December 5th or 6th is already, we're going to miss that one for sure. Okay, so at a minimum, there's a reprieve. But as I kind of discussed in past, our past discussions, there's significant legal issues with how this thing is drafted. I would be surprised if, both the Sixth Circuit and the U.S. Supreme Court, they don't, hack away at what's written there, because just a lot of different issues.
Got it. So right now, nobody needs to, there's the deadline, like you said, which was December 5th. Everyone can take a little bit of a breather. They don't need to be worried that OSHA's going to walk in the door and start.
Yeah, it's worst case scenario, Jill, is for some reason the Sixth Circuit finds out that and just says this is the best thing since sliced bread, we're not going to touch it. In which case it'll still be appealed to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will still have to decide it. So if for some reason all the courts uphold the ETS, and again, I think that's a long shot. Then more than likely in the past, government agencies have granted extensions for compliance. So I can't, it's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely that even if tomorrow the court said, you know what, this is a great regulation, let's keep it in place, that you would suddenly have to comply. I think you're going to get a slight reprieve, as we've seen with other regulations that have been challenged.
Got it. Well, Trent, thank you so much for that quick update. If anybody has any questions for Trent, you can definitely reach out to him at cotneycl.com. If you need to reach us, it's roofingcontractor.com, wconline.com, or buildingenclosureonline.com. And make sure you sign up for all our free items, the website, the e-magazine, our e-newsletter, so you can stay up to date with all the great interviews we're doing with Trent. So again, Trent, thank you so much, and everyone stay safe and healthy, and we'll talk to you next time.